All right, everybody, today we're going vegetarian. You need a good side, you need a good entree, I got you covered. Today we're making spicy eggplant with crispy tofu stir fry. You guys are gonna love this one. Come on in and check it out. So to get us started, you're gonna need to get extra firm tofu. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull it out of the container, drain it off, pat it dry with some paper towels, and sit it to the side for about 10-15 minutes. That's just to pull out any excess moisture in there so you don't get too much moisture in your pan when you're frying it. Now that you have your tofu split in half, we're going to go ahead and cut it into large-ish size cubes, probably about 1 inch to 2 inch, because it depends on how big you want it. All right, now that you have your tofu cut, it's time to get your large pan heating up. We're going to put a generous amount of oil on the bottom. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some cornstarch, or if you got arrowroot, that'll work too, and put it on our tofu and gently, lightly cover all of our tofu squares. Just very light. Doesn't need to be super, super thick. This is just going to make them crisp up a little bit extra for the next part where we're frying them. All right, once your oil is hot, that's when you're going to add your tofu. Now you can dump them all in at once. There's no harm in that. I like doing it individual just because I feel like they get a better separation. But you just stir them around in the oil. Now you're going to put them in there for about 6 to 8 minutes. And you're going to turn them around every once in a while when they start to crisp up on any one side and get that nice little golden brown. Now, there are different types of tofu. I would recommend the extra firm for this one because it holds its shape very well throughout the cooking process. But there's also soft tofu, silken tofu, which is really cool because you can make milkshake out of that. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with tofu. And if you've never had tofu before, it has kind of the consistency of scrambled eggs, but it's very flavor neutral. It has a flavor, but one of the really cool things about it is it takes on a lot of the flavors of whatever you add to it. You add soy to it, it starts to taste like soy. I know that's common sense, but with chicken, with beef, with something like that, you can always taste the chicken underneath the soy or with the soy. The tofu just absorbs whatever you put in there. You throw vegetables in there, it's going to start tasting like vegetables. So nice little egg substitute if you're not really feeling eggs. Once your tofu is nice and crispy on the outside, we're going to go ahead and take it to the side just for a minute. Then the next thing we're going to add is our eggplant. Because, you know, the name's in the dish. All right, now eggplant absorbs a lot of oil, so you might have to add just a touch more just to help it fry along, but not a whole lot. It's okay if it absorbs it. It's going to come back to us. We're going to hit this with just a little bit of salt. And last thing we're going to prep is some garlic. So I've got some minced garlic right here, but I'm going to grate some garlic because that adds a lot more garlicky flavor and adds a little bit of spice naturally just from grating the garlic. So I want this to be extra garlicky, more than spicy, I think. All right, once your eggplant is toasted, go ahead and clear a little spot in the center and add your peppers and onions. And we're not looking to cook these peppers all the way through. We're just looking for them to blister a little bit, for the onions to become just a little bit transparent, just because we're looking for them to be kind of like the fajitas where they still have the crunch, but not necessarily all the way cooked. So I'm looking at my pan right now, and I can tell you I am about at that point. So next step goes in is our aromatics, which is garlic. Lots of garlic. I like spicy with garlic. So we're doing a lot of garlic for that one. Again, I probably used four, maybe five cloves. That's not like a lot, but for this amount, that's quite a bit. We got a little bit of ginger going in because I don't want it to get too gingery. And we've got rice vinegar. Just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and give that a toss. Yes, sir. That is so nice. Oh, I love the smell of vinegar and garlic. You know, pickles. All right, we're going to add some soy sauce. Not too much. Now we're going to add our heat. So for this, you can add whatever you want. You could just do some fresh chilies. Fresh chilies are a little hard where I'm at right now. So I got my next favorite. We got some chili crunch. Go a little bit heavy on it, not too heavy. And the star of this particular show, chili garlic sauce. And by the time I'm done with this, it will not be for the faint of heart, at least in my house. All right. Now all we're going to do is swish it around real heavy. Get those chili oils activated from the heat and the oil that's already in the pan. Now once your oils come back up to heat, then you add your crispy fried tofu, give it a stir, give it a toss, and then you're ready to eat. So let's go ahead and plate up and see what we're working with. And there you have it. Spicy eggplant with crispy tofu stir fry. A mouthful. But it comes out beautiful, comes out vibrant. It's super aromatic. Now let's give it a taste just to see how good it tastes. It's beautiful, guys. It's got umami, it's got freshness, it's got vibrance, it's got some heat and some spiciness, but it's not too spicy, so it is a little bit user-friendly. Something like a medium, I'd say, for a buffalo wing, just for a point of reference. But again, you can always add more stuff to help bump it up just a little bit. And I think you guys are going to like this, but you can try it for yourself. And if you like this video, make sure you hit the like, share, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. It helps me out, and I do appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. And as always, thanks for cooking with me.